Maybe you remember growing up in the 80s and what it was like to ski at a place like Brighton or Solitude or Snowbird, where it was $12 and you could ski with your friends and it was a blast. I'm going to show you a clip from my screen that really made me nostalgic for those days. You remember when most people were wearing jeans and they couldn't even get off the chairlift and people would just like struggle? Then there was always this guy who would rescue people. This was actually taken. It looks like that shot looked like Snowbird. This is actually from a Warren Miller movie, and I love these Warren Miller movies. They're so fun because they not only show these incredible skiers, they show skiing culture. And I just loved the ski culture back then. I just loved the fact you wore jeans or whatever you had, and it was like super cheap to go skiing. And so what it's like today is you're going to spend $300 if you want to ski Park City for a day. If you want to ski Snowbird for a day, it's now $206. I misspoke. I said it was $160. I did a Flex 5 pass up at Snowbird, so it only cost me, I think, $90 per ticket, something like that. So I spent about $500 so I can ski 5 times. But I wanted to bring up, is corporate greed taking over our mountains and our ski resorts, and what, if anything, can be done about it? Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Rich Markosian. I'm the publisher of Utah Stories Magazine and Faces of Utah Magazine. So I did a post on Instagram. I want to show you this post where I showed that clip, and I asked the question, do you remember when skiing was for the rest of us? And this is hilarious because this lift operator just doesn't give a crap about tossing people out of the way, throwing their skis, just making sure they are not going to get crunched. And I think it was before they had the emergency stop button on the chairlifts. And I just did this clip and like wrote it in 2 minutes, and it got 1 million views. It's crazy. I think it's our most successful post ever. 1.1 million views. And then the comments were incredible. 265 comments. And I just wanted to find one comment that was indicative of what we're dealing with. And this is a comment from Burrito and Snow. And here, what he says is, here's the thing that I keep banging the drum about. Tourists are not as loyal to a resort anymore. They're not even loyal to a city or a state. They're loyal to snow. When bad years come, and in a worst case scenario, the streak of bad years, the only thing that will help a resort's bottom line is the relationship with the local market. If you've pissed them off or made it unattainable, you will get what you get. So the Ikon Pass. Everybody loved the Ikon Pass and the Epic Pass. When it first came out, it was $600, but it's doubled in cost. The Ikon Pass is now, I believe, $1,200. It's still kind of a good deal if you ski a ton. And I'm not going to diss on the Ikon Pass. I'm not even really complaining about lift prices being so high. Here's what I'm complaining about: corporate greed. And what I mean by corporate greed is, I'm not saying to resorts, don't get every dollar you can out of your tourism market and your ski resort. Go ahead and charge $20 for a burger. I will pay your $20 because I'm not complaining about that. What I'm complaining about is corporate greed, which I would define as over-the-top methods of appealing to the elites that downgrades the experience for the locals. So here's a great story I found from Peak Rankings. I just discovered this awesome website. Have the Epic and Ikon passes ruin skiing? An honest look. And I want to credit the writer. It's written by Sam Weintraub. Great job, Sam. This is an awesome article. So Sam writes, over the past 5 years, there are a few words that have found their ways into winter sports to the same degree as Epic and Ikon, the two multi-resort pass products, which together offer flexible access to nearly every major destination ski resort across North America and they've revolutionized the way that winter sports enthusiasts can access the mountains, providing up to the season-long access for what seems like incredible prices. This is from Slate magazine. He copies a story how the corporate duopoly ruined skiing. It ruined it. It ruined it for me because I don't ski 100 times a year. I don't want to ski 100 times a year. I want to ski 5 to 10 times a year. So I either pay $300 every time I want to go skiing, more than a pair of skis to go skiing, or I buy an Epic or Ikon pass. And the Epic and Ikon have destroyed my favorite ski resort, Snowbird. How have they done this? I'll tell you how. I went to Snowbird. I took my kid there, and we waited in line. We first waited for 2.5 hours for the resort to even open, which is fine. You know, the ski patrols has to do their work. We sat and we ate our $20 burgers. In his case, he got an omelet with ketchup dumped all over the omelet. He puts way too much ketchup on his food, and I ate a $20 burger. And finally, it opened up. Gadzoom opened up, and then we get to Gadzoom. Apparently, everybody got the text at the same time. We waited another 2.5 hours in line at Gadzoom, and I just want to show another Instagram because that's kind of how this all got started. This is what it looked like. This is actually what it looked like after about 1 hour of waiting. And it was unbelievable. And I'm not even complaining about these long lines. Like, good on Snowbird getting so many people to the resort that day. It was between Christmas and New Year's, so I understand. What I'm complaining about is the cut-in-line pass. So if you paid $200 to ski Snowbird that day, and then you're waiting in line for 2 hours, you know what you're watching the entire 2 hours? You're watching everybody with the cut-in-line pass go in front of you, who paid $80, getting run after run after run, until more and more people realize, hey, I got to get the cut-in-line. I think it's called the Max Pass or something. But they keep going past you, and you paid already $200 to go skiing that day. I mean, that's just so incredibly downgrading to everybody who bought a regular pass. And it's so stupid that they would think, oh, that's just such a brilliant idea. But I think they kind of feel like they have to do that because they are in the Ikon Pass family of resorts. Because they got their paycheck when everybody bought their Ikon Pass. Now, how do you earn more money? You can only do it by charging $20 for burgers and by upgrading everybody to that Ikon Pass. So anyway, that's my gripe. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support our coverage, go visit utahstories.com and subscribe to Utah Stories magazine. Also consider subscribing to us through the digital membership. We will send you Faces of Utah magazine. It's a leadership and entrepreneur success guide. Awesome, great entrepreneur success stories in the magazine, and we'll send it to you absolutely free with your membership. Smash the like button, follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube. I'll see you next time.